There just about 50 minutes ago, Air Force One took off from Lunken Airport with the president and the First Lady on board. They landed at the airport just after 1:30 today, greeting supporters and shaking hands before parting ways, each making a stop right here in the tri-state. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Kristen Hartman. 9 on Your Side's coverage of the presidential visit continues right here at 5.
And I'm Craig McKee, live out at Lunken Airport. And as Kristen mentioned, the president and the first lady are now out of the tri-state after spending just over an hour and a half or so here in the area, visiting with a number of people at a local corporation, a number of supporters who actually came here to Lunken to see the president's arrival and hope to get a selfie perchance as he walked the line. Let's take a look, though. You can see Air Force One and its arrival here at Lunken Airport today. Earlier, we were told they would arrive at 1:30, and that's exactly the time frame that they arrived here. From the president's motorcade, though, we actually jumped into the media vans along with the motorcade and went right along with the motorcade up 71 to Blue Ash, straight to the Sheffer Corporation. And, you know, this is kind of a typical trip for a president following a State of the Union address. State of the Union kind of sets the tone for the upcoming year, the agenda, and now the president goes out just in this fashion to go across the country. We don't know the future stops, but we know that Cincinnati was the first one on this leg, on this journey to try to sell his tax cut plan and his plans for the future, including the border wall and border security to the people. In fact, let's take a look inside the plant here as we walked along. The president walked along with the Sheffer Corporation CEO and president there, and he actually took some time and he spoke to a number of the workers there, and actually they let him push a couple buttons and start up a few machines while he kind of surveyed the landscape there, if you will. He did walk into a rather large group of employees there to listen to what his message was today, and again touting the tax plan. And at one point during the speech, he brought a couple of the members, some of the employees who benefit from that tax plan and a $1,000 bonus. Here's what they said.
Mr. President, and with the tax cut and the bonus, I will be trying to save up money to start a family and eventually get a bigger house.
Oh,
so
I like that idea.
They asked me what this would mean to my family. Really, what it means to my family is the same that it means to all hardworking American families right now who are reaping the benefits of your tax cuts. It means that we'll have more money in the bank, more money to make ends meet.
Now, the president also brought other people up to the stage to talk about how their own companies are benefiting from the tax plan and the bonuses they too are also handing out. But while it was all positive messaging inside the building, outside there were a number of supporters but also some protesters. And we want to go to our Tom McKee with coverage of that angle of the story. Tom?
Well, Craig, there was so much security here in Blue Ash at the company that the president never saw the supporters, the president never saw the protesters. Much of that activity occurred about a half mile down Cornell Road from where I'm standing. The president's motorcade arrived at the Sheffer company shortly after 2 o'clock with heavy security around the limousine. Things were not as quiet a quarter mile away at the corner of Cornell and Deerfield roads. People protesting the policies of the president were on one side of the street.
And they're just over there yelling at us. They don't understand that Russia interfered in our election, and that's traitorous.
Those who support Mr. Trump and his plan to make America great again were on the other side.
I'm very grateful that he is moving forward, moving our country forward, making us great again through his tax cuts and all of the other legislation that he is trying to push through.
Both sides got loud at times. Police kept a close eye on things. No problems were reported.
I want to make a statement for all the people that I am against the tax scam. I am against getting us into a nuclear war. I'm against sexual abuse, and I'm against the wall.
Gina Mahoney brought her 5-year-old son Jensen with her to support the president and to try and see the motorcade.
I think he's doing a great job, and I honestly do not understand what the problem is with our new tax laws. I think they sound great. Everybody benefits.
Sherry Haley of Forest Park didn't bring her family, but she was there looking after their future.
For my grandsons, for my daughter, for my family, he's destroying America. And I had to stand up. I couldn't stay home with knowing he was going to be in my city.
Mr. Trump never saw or heard any of it. All he did was flash a brief wave to reporters waiting along Cornell Road. And again, both sides were very loud, but no arrests were made, no problems reported by police. Some might call that, Craig, democracy in action.